What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Oddchopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. You become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Things are just kind of getting going here as of recording this second. I don't know why I can't talk. But looking at Golden State, they're up 11, getting towards the end of the third quarter there. That looks great. Precious had 4 rebounds in the first quarter. That looks great there. We're going to need him to start scoring some points in the old points department. But otherwise, 2 locks, looking pretty good here in the early going. Can't disagree with that. Hopefully we can get both of those across the finish line for everybody involved, you know, because we like making money. That's kind of what we're about here on Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. But we're also about you guys signing up at DraftKings. Bet $5, get yourself $200 in bonus bets. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But right now, DraftKings, that is where you want to be signing up there. I know a lot of you have already signed up there. You already have accounts there. But if you don't, congratulations. What a great opportunity to jump in. You bet $5 on anything I'm talking about here right now. You're going to get yourself $200 in bonus bets, even if that bet doesn't win. So that's pretty great. Let's get to it, shall we? It's Tuesday. It's a 5-gamer. Today was a Monday, man. It was a grind. If you guys were grinding, everybody's working for the Monday. I don't think we have the rights to that. Probably not going to keep singing, but let's continue on, shall we? It's Tuesday. That's better than Monday. Let's get to the picks. We've got an apple bottom jeans boots with the first spot to start. And what do I mean by that? Next thing you know, total got low. I can't go that low. That's as low as I can sing. Heat and Cavs. That's what we're talking. And let's just say scoring, not a popular notion here. 209.5 total at open. 209.5. In the year of our Lord 2023, that is an asinine number, but it's justified. Cavs number 2 in adjusted defensive rating, dead last in pace. As for Miami, 4th in adjusted defensive rating, 28th in pace, and they suck at scoring basketballs. We'll talk about that in a second. But this is going to be an old-fashioned 1988 Pistons, Bill Laimbeer elbows you in the face style basketball game. And I gotta say, I am here for it. Just saying, it's going to be fun to have something different rather than 240 totals. But in terms of injuries, just one piece of lingering news, but it's a biggie. Jimmy Butler, questionable. But let's call a spade a spade. The dude's Charmin soft. Dude's softer than a marshmallow in Death Valley. Dude's softer than my ex on prom night when my good friend Missy, a girl I went to every single grade, K through 12, good friend of mine, wanted one dance, just one dance. I do not miss you, Jenny. But on to Tuesday, instead of rehashing those lovely 2006 memories, I like one thing and one thing alone in this game, and that, my friends, is the Cleveland money line. And I get it, they're huge favorites. But I know you parlay people, you're out there, you exist, even if I prefer to bet everything straight myself. And getting minus 200 on DraftKings money line, ironically, is value to me. You could get Jimmy Butler sitting, and then this really looks good. You just got Donovan Mitchell back into the fray for Cleveland. That looks great for them. And this Heat team is just not firing offensively. 28th in adjusted offensive rating this season. There are 30 teams in the NBA. That means they're third to last. That's not good when you're facing a team that's a defensive nightmare like Cleveland on their turf. So a pretty easy play for me, a parlay piece, if you will. Like button on the Cavs money line. I don't miss you, Jenny. This is a fun one. Lakers with LeBron James and Anthony Davis back in play in Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. And LeBron, especially, 117 points away from being the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He's got Spike Lee in attendance, I'm sure here. Knicks fans might actually be nice to him for once. Hard to account for any of this with data, so I personally hate trying to factor it in. But might be giving LeBron an artificial scoring boost during this next run of games because, let's be serious, the man cares about history, as he should. Now, we'll have to wait for the official injury report to come out here, and certain fellas who get minutes extended against Brooklyn on Monday have a shot of sitting for LA in this one. But let's assume LeBron, AD, they're back. The line looks like it assumes that they're back because I would be shocked if they weren't. Either way, we'll be waiting on props on both sides as a result of that news, and there's not much else to say about this game. Besides this, I'm liking the Knicks laying the 2.5 here. It feels like the Knicks, it's impossible to get a pulse on this team. They've gone streaking plenty of times this season, and it's a tough back-to-back here for LA, but you just saw a nice couple of back-to-back wins out of this Knicks team. at Cleveland or at Boston, against Cleveland at home, W's in both. They lost to the Nets last time out. That was brutal. But with AD limited, no semblance of a bench for the Lakers, no official news, maybe somebody randomly sits from the clouds from the Lakers side. I find this Knicks team to be a little bit more impressive and by quite a margin at a couple of sites that track this type of stuff. We're talking 70% win percentage. I'm seeing it in a number of books. We're seeing good luck Lakers with 9th in adjusted net rating being the Knicks. Top third of the league overall in that department. Pretty surprising. They're 8th in adjusted offensive rating. That should come as no surprise. The better offensive talents like Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, not so good at the old defense, but that's okay when you're facing the Lakers up in pace. So while I want to lock this, I'm going to have discretion be the better part of valor here. A standard unit on a standard like to Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and this entire Knicks team. Lego. Like button. Look at that lovely individual. If you guys can't trust him, who can you trust here in this industry? I'm telling you, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Bet $5, win $200 in bonus bets right now. You can sign up for that in the description box below. Super easy to click on that. Sign up over at DraftKings Sportsbook. And I know a lot of you already have accounts there. We're going to have other promotions with other books, but this one is pretty darn great. All you do is bet $5 or more on anything that I recommend on this video, or anything that you want, period, that closes before now in 2024. You're going to get yourself $200 when that bet settles. So, don't do a futures bet on like baseball. That would be absurd. But place $5 on any market you want. May I recommend even that Knicks play that I just talked about. It doesn't matter if the bet loses. You're going to get yourself $200 in bonus bets. 21 and over, please play responsibly. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all. 3 more games. Let's get to the picks. We arrived to our one lock of the day. It is Clippers. It is Bulls in Chicago and a 230.5 total. That's more points than you're accustomed to seeing on the Clippers side, but we should also be more accustomed to seeing more points when you have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, who just took the night off. They kicked their feet up. I doubt they were like playing COD. I don't think Kawhi Leonard seems like the Call of Duty type. Kyler Murray is. But either way, we're looking at the Clippers. Feel very, very good about them as a basketball team going forward if they can add another piece to the fray. The trade deadline comes up here shortly. We're going to be paying attention to that very, very closely coming off of the All-Star break. But right now, Clippers, Bulls, hard not to lean the Clipper side, laying the 3.5, but that is not our best bet from this one. Oh, my friends, we know where we're going, right? We are going to the Zach LaVine well, and I haven't been on this one the last couple games, and here's kind of why. The number was too high. I should have been shorting him in a couple of these spots, but we have seen some massive adjustments. You do have DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, a lot of guys starting to play some massive, massive minutes with some massive, massive usage to go with it. We did see 32 points for Zach LaVine last time out, but previous to that, against Charlotte, against Indiana, 2 up-tempo spots, you saw just 18 and 14 points out of Zach LaVine, but my friends, this is a good thing. This is a very, very good thing because the numbers were sitting at 25.5, 26.5 for a couple of those outings, and those felt a little bit too high for my liking. I've been waiting for a while to be able to fire this up, but even though we look at Indiana as a great matchup for pace, which is definitely true, even though we look at 2 games ago, not Indiana, but looking at Charlotte, definitely a great spot in terms of tempo. I think Zach LaVine getting to 23.5 is just a better suited situation for a guy who likes to sit out on the perimeter and shoot threes. And Kawhi, Paul George, definitely great defenders, probably going to be spending a lot of time. One of the two is on Zach LaVine. I would assume Kawhi Leonard matching up primarily against DeMar DeRozan, but I don't factor in individual defense. I factor in pace meets number meets opportunity. 38 minutes or more in a lot of competitive spots here for the Bulls. It's a competitive spread. You've got a competitive opposition. I love, and not just love, I lock Zach LaVine over 23.5 points. My favorite play on the board for Tuesday's slate. Let's go out with a bang in January. Come on, Zachariah, keep it going for us. Next up, we've got the Charlotte Hornets and the Milwaukee Bucks, and oh boy, look at this total. Look at this. Big total, massive spread. How could it not be? I mean, Charlotte is just a dumpster fire. I don't know really what to say other than Kelly Oubre out, only piece that's going to be out. Cody Martin, too, if you care about such things. I don't. But Bobby Portis, the only piece that's been out for Milwaukee. But as long as you've got Drew Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and eventually you're going to see minutes ramped up for Chris Middleton, even though he's been flatlining at 15 a game for the last, I don't know, forever. He got up to 18 last time out. Maybe he gets 20 or more in this spot, but hard for me to look at 12 and want to be laying that, even though I would be leaning towards the Milwaukee side. But I do think LaMelo Ball going to be a disaster going up against Drew Holiday defense, and he is the only guy who can create for this basketball team at the moment. And I say create because Terry Rozier, scary Terry, can still get you a bucket from time to time. We've seen 28 and 31 his last two alongside LaMelo Ball, but I don't really care. I think LaMelo Ball is going to have a tough time putting the ball in the basket against Drew and company. We're seeing massive minutes for him here, but he has turned into a lot more of a distributor, has not been that efficient, and now you're going up against one of the best individual defenders at the point guard position. You're averaging under 23.5 points per game on the season, and your number is sitting at 23.5, the same as Zach LaVine. I didn't plan it out that way, but I definitely like going underneath 23.5 for LaMelo Ball. Can't lay the 12, but another way that this works out for you, this game gets out of hand. LaMelo Ball just doesn't get there in terms of the points department. And with Gordon Hayward back in the fray, I do expect for him to be distributing out a little bit more here of late. So pay attention to the news there. But as it stands right now, pretty clear cut to me that this is too high of a number. I've got him around 21, 21.5. That is too many, laying 23.5. And our last game of the night, we have to be waiting on a lot of news here in this one. From the Pelicans side, nothing we're waiting on there. Still no Zion Williams, no Dyson Daniels. But on the Denver side, Jamal Murray questionable. Ho, ho, ho. You're going to be waiting on a guy who the usage goes way up for Jokic. The opportunities, the assist opportunities go a little bit down, but at the same time, they're just going to exclusively be playing through the center. Why wouldn't they? He's averaging 25, 11, and 10 on the season. I mean, we're talking Russell Westbrook triple-double numbers at the center position. Absurd stuff. Him and Domantas Sabonis, pretty incredible things that we're witnessing from both of them at the center position. But the huge difference is Jokic is just infinitely better on the defensive end, and he's averaging a lot more points than Sabonis there at 25. But either way, you got to wait on the Jamal Murray news, and that's why we don't have props out here yet. But I've been on a crazy triple-double streak. You all know this. You all know this at this point if you've been watching these videos. I think we might be running it back here with Nikola Jokic, depending on what that number opens. I want north of plus 150. If I get north of plus 150 with Jamal Murray out, that is a slam dunk lock. But because we don't have the news here, I'm going to be waiting on our guy Jokic and call it a lean to triple double. Yeah, you heard me. We're doing one of these lean with it, rock with, lean with it, rock with it. Nikola Jokic is going to triple double without Jamal Murray on the floor. Probably does it even with Jamal Murray there, but the value is going to be very important. Pay attention to when this news drops. And if you want to know what my thoughts are throughout the day with this one, head to the premium Discord. Sign up for that in the comment section below. Lindquist out, y'all. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Head to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays on Tuesday. I definitely want to hear them. I'm always looking, always watching in that comment section for the next big thing, whether it's Domantas Sabonis, Zach LaVine. A lot of things that subs have put me on, things that I've been paying attention to. I care about usage, opportunity, assist rate, rebound rate. I don't care about what they did their last couple games. Not my favorite statistical thing to be paying attention to. Although recent trends, yeah, there's things to be paying attention to, but a lot of it can be noise. This is not noise, though. You bet $5, get yourself $200 in bonus bets at DraftKings Sportsbook right now. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Wednesday's going to be a massive slate. This was a pretty quick one on Tuesday, but of course, I'll be back. I'll be with you all the way this week. Until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Tuesday.